This Sunday is Palm Sunday. Now maybe you have many great memories of Palm Sunday services as a kid, or maybe you have no idea what it's all about. Well, the story in the Bible has Jesus riding towards Jerusalem on a donkey as his followers throw palm branches on the road ahead of him. It's sometimes called the triumphal entry, and for Jesus' supporters and followers, it was the beginning of his revolution. Now, Jerusalem was then, as it is now, a place of political unrest. It had been conquered and reconquered many different times, and the city had seen many victorious warlords and generals riding into the city on glorious horseback. Now, in Jesus' day, Judea, where Jerusalem lay, was under Roman occupation. The people lived under Roman rule. They paid unfair taxes to a foreign emperor that most would never see except for on the back of a coin. And the religious elite of the day had compromised their beliefs to side with the empire, to guarantee themselves places of position and power, as well as relative safety from life of horrors under occupation. It was a system that kept the rich rich and the poor very poor. And it was this Jerusalem that Jesus was riding into. The question had often been asked of Jesus, whose side was he on? Did he oppose empire, or would he jump into bed with the governor to save his own skin? Well, on that day, 2,000 years ago, Jesus answered that question. He didn't storm into Jerusalem on horseback. He sauntered in on the back of a donkey, the most unceremonial of all animals. And it wasn't a victorious army that was with him, it was the people. Jesus was with the poor, the sick, the oppressed, the lonely. Jesus was crowned king that day, but it wasn't of an empire. It was of the people. 2,000 years later, we've seen the ugliness of empire and occupation raise its head again. And we see a system that keeps the rich rich and the poor in their place. And so we must ask the question, whose side is Jesus on? Well, all through the Gospels, we see Jesus choose to spend his time with the poor, with the outcasts, with the ordinary, with the needy. Jesus didn't have much time for the establishment, choosing rather to risk his reputation by being known as the friend of sinners. So, as Palm Sunday passes us again, let's remember who it was that was riding into Jerusalem that day. Not a conquering general, but a loving Savior who was close to all.